Specialist Busoga.
In a move seen as a boost to national advocacy, the Chabazinga of Busoga has now been appointed Uganda's goodwill ambassador to end teenage pregnancies and early marriages. Nearly 97,000 people in Busoga are currently living with HIV, according to the AIDS Information Center. In Jinja alone, the rate is nearly 10 times the national average, a trend health officials say cannot be ignored.
We are here to work with the Busoga Kingdom in the fight of HIV/AIDS. This is because we are having still 1.5 million people living with HIV/AIDS and 97,000 in Busoga specifically. We are seeing that much as the country is at a positivity of 4.9, but in Busoga we still have some places like Jinja City, which is at 6.7. That means we still need a lot to put in to ensure that we really end AIDS by 2030. Remember, when we talk of end AIDS by 2030, we are trying to say that people still have HIV positivity, but we want to stop new infections, to stop deaths, and also discrimination. No discrimination, no new deaths, no new infections.
Adults and girls and young women remain disproportionately vulnerable. Health experts are calling for integrated services that combine sexual and reproductive health with HIV testing and treatment, warning that fragmented efforts are no longer enough.
In 2014, when we were launching EMTCT, the elimination of mother-to-child transmission, it was clear that there was a very big problem. Girls as young as 12, 13 dropped out of school, being married off, sometimes by their parents, for as little as literally a bag of sugar.
Police in the Kira region are also calling for more investment in rehabilitation and counseling centers for the youth, arguing that behavioral change starts with support, not punishment.
What makes a population and what makes the forest is always the youth, and is always the youth come from teenagers. So once we make the teenagers again turn non-productive, then it makes it very difficult for our future.
And the issue of gender-based violence remains deeply intertwined. Cultural leaders say shifting harmful cultural norms and providing community-based solutions are critical in protecting the most vulnerable.
In his strategy, the king guided that for his case, he will focus on the men and the boys, because in our culture, men are the pillars of the home. And pillars means Mpango in Busoga. That is why the campaign now is being called Abasada and Mpango. Men, and also to include boys, men and boys are the pillars of our families.
You are all aware that Busoga has the highest rate of teenage pregnancy in the region, and also we have the youngest grandmother in the region and the world at large. And the Chabazinga's main objective is to see that this rate reduces. Remember that last year, the UN family appointed the Chabazinga as the goodwill ambassador for Uganda to end teenage pregnancy and early marriage, and he has begun his efforts by emphasizing the need to see that this problem ends.
In response to these growing challenges, technical teams and cultural leaders at the district level have now convened in Jinja for a high-level dialogue hosted by the Busoga Kingdom. The meeting is focused on strengthening collaboration, accountability, and action to reverse the worrying negative trends. Stakeholders are aiming to bring HIV rates down by 10 percentage points over the next 5 years. It is a moment of reckoning for Busoga, and one that leaders hope will mark the start of meaningful change.
Many of us were in the mother hotel.